for a person who wants to start, operating in visions and things like that, how do they start? What is the first thing they need to do?
Yeah. So, God, He's ready to show visions to anybody. Like I said, if you believe, you will see His glory, right? Uh, Joel chapter 2, verse 28 says, right? It shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit on all flesh. Your sons and daughters shall prophesy, your old shall see dream dreams, and your young shall see visions, right? So the key word that we need to note here is all flesh. Everybody, all flesh, right? All of us, it's not just limited to prophets or prophetesses or men of God, women of God. No, all flesh. The Lord is ready to pour out His spirit. He's going to pour out His spirit to everyone, right? So the only thing, right, it is the only thing or that can differentiate your, if you want to really receive, or you want to be in that place of seeing visions or receiving, is in a place when you are positioned, when you have positioned yourself in a place to receive it. And the key thing is to have that hunger. It's the hunger for God. When you really are thirsty and hungry to see God's glory revealed in your life, you want to see visions, you want to see dreams, you need to be hungry enough to tap into that realm. And I'm going to make a statement here. I just wrote this down as I was preparing for this, right? Visions are birthed from a place of hunger and preparation in prayer to see it unlock. I'll repeat that again. Visions are birthed from a place of hunger and preparation in prayer to see it unlock. And this is my personal experience. It could vary from person to person. For John, it could be different. He's born with it. Like I said, there are people who are born with it, right? They don't know. They're not even aware of it, but the Lord shows them visions. That is a different category or set of people who are actually chosen. They are known as the born prophets. They're born to see these things in their life. But sometimes it so happens that there's nobody to help them unlock that. There's nobody to help them understand what it is, the knowledge. They lack the knowledge. They have the gift, but they lack the knowledge. Okay, that is a different set of people. But there are people who are really hungry and thirsty to receive this, or to see visions. They're desiring for the spiritual eyes to be open. And I'm one such person where I was I was so, I was so hungry, and I was like waiting for God to reveal Himself to me in a different way. Yes, I used to get visions occasionally, once in a while, but I really wanted to tap into that realm. And I went into a place of preparation, and I decided, I'm going to take a 40-night fast. And I'm going to prepare for this. I'm going to I want to see angels. I want to see visions. I want God to speak to me. I want an encounter. I want encounters in my life. And I did that sacrifice. I was working all throughout the day, from morning to evening. And then immediately I would take a break, and then start praying, and I would plead in God's presence. And lo and behold, 40 days after that, I immediately saw the result of this visions being unlocked in my life. So it was only, I'm not saying you have to do the same thing, right? But the Lord sees your heart. How much are you willing to sacrifice? How much are you willing to go beyond, or take that extra step, or that extra mile to see God's to see God to work in your life? That's it. And anybody, if you have that hunger and thirst, I'm telling you, nobody can stop you from receiving these visions or tapping into the prophetic.
Amazing, because I was reminded of the time when I was pursuing the gift of healing, because that's one of my favorite things. And like you said, I pursued it for 18 years. Or 12 years, I think, 12 years for me to see the first person get healed. So during that process, it was so discouraging, because you pray for someone, and then as I told you, from the background that I come from, and there were people who were shooting guns of arrows against me, like, you say God can heal, tell me one example, and you can't even give an example, but still you want to believe and pursue that gift. That was pretty hard. And I think that's the way you need to be persistent when you are
Yeah.
pursuing the gifts of the Spirit. That's what the
Yes.
Apostle Paul says. Uh, and the next thing is, so you are persistent, you pray, and in your case, through 40 days of praying and fasting. In my case, I don't know, I still don't know how it started, but God started speaking to me through dreams and visions. Of course, my heart was for God and I kept pursuing Him,
Yeah.
but I didn't pursue the dreams or the visions, but those things
Good.
started
Yeah.
happening.